Hello, language explorers. I'm Anne, and welcome to Walk a Day English, where we combine the joy of daily walks with practical English lessons you can use in real life. Today's video is all about discovering benchmarks, those geodetic survey markers found in parks, sidewalks, or even old bridges, and learning how using language benchmarks can boost your English skills. If you want to track your progress, learn new words, and build real life confidence in English, you're in the right place. Download today's free PDF guide in the description to make the most of your walk. Let's start with today's vocabulary. Have you ever seen a small metal disc or plaque in the ground, often marked with numbers and letters? That's a geodetic survey marker, sometimes called a benchmark. Surveyors use these markers to measure elevation and help map our world accurately. You may want to do a Google search first to see if there are any benchmarks or survey markers in your space. As you walk, take note of anything interesting that you spot near the survey marker or benchmark. Maybe you see some flowers or signs or benches. Write their English names in your journal and practice using them in sentences like, I found a benchmark near the path, or a tall tree is beside the marker. Exploring and naming what you see is a fantastic way to grow your practical vocabulary, one walk at a time. And don't worry if you miss a few words. Your journal is a space to grow and notice progress. Now, let's talk about using benchmarks to improve your English. In language learning, a benchmark is a standard you can use to check your skills over time. Here are 5 ways you can use benchmarking in Walk-A-Day English by setting clear learning targets, tracking your achievements during your walks, and regularly reflecting on your progress. Here's how. First, set specific benchmarks for each walk. Decide on a small, measurable goal before your walk, such as, I will use 5 new words to describe what I see today, or I will ask a question in English to someone, or I will write a short journal entry about my walk. Our second step is to use a progress journal or a journal. So after your walk, record what vocabulary you used, any new expressions you practiced, and challenges you faced. Mark which benchmark goals you achieved and note areas for improvement. So as you're writing your journal today for this walk, once you're finished writing your journal entry, highlight the vocabulary that was new for you, or highlight the language target that we might use in a future walk so you can see what you're using and how you're getting better at using it. Another tip is to do a self-assessment with checklists. So you can create or use checklists based on language benchmarks, like I can describe a location, I can give directions, I can ask and answer questions about my experiences, and review them after each walk. In Canada, we use CLB, Canadian Language Benchmarks. I will include a link to a self-assessment site for these benchmarks in today's guide. Another way that we can use benchmarking is regular reviews. Set aside time weekly or monthly to read older journal entries. Compare your confidence and language accuracy and celebrate those improvements. By keeping a journal, you can see your first entry and how it compares to the one you wrote today. You will see growth, and that will be very motivating. Our last tip is to share and get feedback. As part of the Walk a Day English community, you can exchange your goals and achievements in our Facebook group, in the Instagram, or even here in YouTube. Ask for feedback on your journal entries or speaking samples. By consistently connecting your walks to clear benchmarks and reflecting on your growth, Walk-A-Day English becomes a powerful tool for real-life language progress. Remember, you are always improving, sometimes more than you realize. I encourage you to try to use these ideas as you walk and share your progress or favorite sentences in the comments below. You can also download today's PDF guide linked in the description. All the vocabulary, journaling questions, and encouragement you need are right there to help guide your walk and your growth. Now, let's practice shadowing together. Shadowing means you listen to me speak. Then repeat what I say as closely as possible, copying the rhythm and sounds of English. It's a wonderful way to boost your speaking skills, practice pronunciation, and sound more natural. Pause and repeat after each sentence with me. Are you ready? Let's go. Each of these survey markers are different, but I hadn't noticed this before focusing on them during my walk today. This first one is a City of Toronto horizontal survey control marker. I couldn't make out the number on this one. These discs aren't very big. They are maybe 3 to 4 inches in diameter. This one says Metropolitan Toronto Control Survey, Traverse Station, Roads Department. There are numbers on the marker, but I don't know what they mean. This was another horizontal survey control disc. There will be construction happening on this road, so I assume the red triangle going around the disc is to make sure it doesn't get damaged. I was able to read the number on this one and was able to look it up. I learned that the markers from before 1975 were under the Metropolitan Toronto Department of Roads, and after 1975 it was under the City of Toronto. This one is a survey cap and was placed in 2010. This is another Metropolitan Toronto Control Survey disc. I now know that this disc was placed in the sidewalk before 1975. Like the other Metropolitan disc, it has the number 72, so that might be the year placed, but the other numbers don't match. Looking for these reminded me of a game similar to geocaching called waymarking. People would go out and look for different objects like statues, monuments, and benchmarks. I'm not sure if it's still a thing, but if it is, it might be a future Wade Walk theme. There we have it, everybody. Every walk is an adventure, and every word you practice moves you forward. Download today's free PDF guide, Go Out, spot those benchmarks, use your new vocabulary, and celebrate your progress, one step and one word at a time. I am so proud of you, and I hope to see you on the next Walk-A-Day English walk. If you would like to get personalized feedback on your journal entry, become a Wade member by signing up on our website. Take a look at the next video for another great Walk-A-Day English language adventure. If you like this video and would like to see more, click on the subscribe button or let me know in the comments. Until our next walk, stay safe and go explore your space, one word at a time.